Excitement Radio, the #1 internet station in Miami.
It's about to get turned on. Let's go. More fire, more heat.
Yes, mic check. We back in the building. It feels so good to be back. Went solo on that ass, but it's still the same. Yes, y'all, man, we back. It's the Work in Progress podcast, and this is episode 20. We made it to episode 20, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So we got to make a round of applause for that. You know what I mean? Made it to episode 20. It's a big deal. It's a milestone. It's really going to set up the stage for, the next 20, 50, 100. You know what I mean? So episode 20, I've been, off for like the past 2 weeks. 1 week I was in Atlanta. Yeah, I know I came back from LA, did a quick show. Then we went to Atlanta. And then, just kind of catching up with a lot of work, man. So I'm back. It was worth the wait. I got a special guest in the building with me tonight. You feel me? To celebrate this 20th episode of the Work in Progress podcast. Before I introduce my guest, though, you already know, shout out to the sponsors. First of all, GTW, you see it, go to work. It's on the Scully, it's on the shirt, and we definitely been going to work, man. The mixtape is out, it's doing well, it's getting great response. Job Not Done, you know what I mean? On SoundCloud, it's free for everybody right now. It's on Audio Mac as well. Make sure y'all go get that. Job Not Done, hosted by DJ Ben Hop. And of course, you already know your boy, LCF, baby. Please say the baby. And we was on the road performing that, man. I performed, Moving Fast in L.A. Y'all already know Lambo's still going crazy. Make sure y'all add that to y'all playlist. Lambo is going crazy. And, went to Atlanta, and they loved it as well, man. Performed in Atlanta. Shout out to the A. Shout out to everybody that showed love in the A. I appreciate y'all, man. Y'all showed crazy love. All the new connects that I made in the A. And I ain't gonna lie to y'all, man. Listen, I love LA. I love Los Angeles. I love Atlanta. But I said, for the type of project that I wanna record next, I wanna go to the A and write and record my next project. I wanna spend time in Atlanta and just write and record my next project all there. You feel me? That's gonna be dope. But I ain't gonna touch on that too much, you feel me? Once it start unfolding, we'll dive into it more. But without further ado, man, I want to introduce my guest of the night. This is a good friend of mine, a great friend of mine, a brother. We've been rocking for many years. This is the brilliant mind of some of a lot of my music videos that you've seen. If you've been a fan of mine for a while, the By Myself, I've been smoking, I've been drinking, you know what I'm saying? Rolling by myself. We talking, music. We going back. Yeah, we going back. You feel me? We talking about pushing Z. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? We talking about pushing Z. When we was in that thing, you know what I mean? When I was the first one to start talking about pushing Z, you know what I'm saying? Big Z, you know what I'm saying? I'm just here to give my part. But we talking about regardless, you know what I'm saying? Shooting music videos in the middle of the coronavirus, you know what I'm saying? When people was wearing masks, we was still out there getting it, you know what I mean? This man right here was the brains and the video, just the expertise behind those music videos. We talking about, some of your favorite podcasts out there when we talk about Drink Champs. You watching Drink Champs. You know what I mean? We talking about the man behind the lens of the #1 podcast, Drink Champs. We talking about the man behind the lens when you on Instagram watching the footages of money being thrown in the air at 24. Y'all know what it is, Dade County. Y'all know the infamous 24K. club, you know what I'm saying? When you see all the baddies from the city, the ballers throwing money. Who you think capturing all that footage? Listen, man, I want to introduce, and I have the honor of introducing the man, the myth, the legend himself. I know him as Kareem. Y'all may know him as Foreign Flex TV. What they do, my brother.
I appreciate that, man.
Man, for sure.
Because I don't normally do this too.
I
normally
know.
always behind the camera.
Exactly. So when you said you wanted to do this, I was excited. I was like, you know what? I know my brother, like he really like, he's always behind the camera. It's not really in front doing stuff like this. I haven't seen you, you know what I'm saying, do any other podcasts, maybe one or two. I haven't seen it. So, by you saying you wanted to do this, I was honored, and I was like, yeah, let's set up a date,
appreciate it, man.
and let's make it real, let's make it special. You feel me? So welcome to the Work in Progress podcast.
Thank you.
I know you've been tuned in with everything I've been doing, but just for my fans and everything, the Work in Progress podcast, I started this as a way to give back to, you know what I'm saying, let other people build a platform for other people to come in and tell their story, talk about their brand from beginning to where it is right now and to where they want to see it go. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, no matter where we at in our journey, we're still a work in progress.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know what I'm saying?
Nobody's perfect.
Nobody's perfect. We're still a work in progress, and we still striving, to make it to the next level, So, just to start off, man, how you feeling?
Feeling good, man. Feeling good.
Yeah.
Can't complain.
Yeah.
Alive.
I know you said you just came from Hawaii, man. That's like
Hawaii, Maui to be exact. So basically, yeah, man. I was over there doing what I do. I shot 3 music videos for an artist over there. His name is Luke Liam.
okay.
We connected through IG.
Make sure you stay on the mic.
No, I'm not on the mic. Pause.
Oh, here we go. We got the first pause.
But we connected through IG,
Yeah.
For any up and coming artists, make sure you run your ads because you never know who's watching. Because look at that, right? I'm based down here in Miami, and I connected with him all the way in Maui, like 10-hour flight.
So he found you.
Shit, both. Because
Okay.
I run ads too.
Okay.
So, we tapped in. We picked a date. He looked at previous work I did. He rocks with it. Because I never really try to, oversell myself, right? You know me, I keep
Yeah.
it simple. If you
Yeah.
like it, we could work. If
Right.
not, I know other people you could work with because I share the love, dog. I'll never gatekeep or hate. If I can make something happen, I'll throw the alley all day.
Yeah.
Because it's
yeah.
enough out here for everybody. You get what I'm saying?
No, for sure. And listen, I'm a back that because he really keeping it 100. Because I know there's been times I can't remember specifically, but it's been like, I've worked with other videographers, or like I'll be like, yo, you mind collaborating? You know what I'm saying? And he's never in the back of my mind, I'm like, I wonder if he'll feel a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But like, he's never felt any type of way. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it be times where like he'll hit me up and be like, yo, when's the next? You know what I'm saying? Like, when's the next thing? Or, I seen you did that. Yo, that looked dope. When you wanna, you know what I'm saying? So it's never been any type of territorial jealousy or envy or any type of, you know what I'm saying? Like you said, you about throwing alleys and, about the artists and them getting the best product. You feel me? That they can get for their project.
Yeah, and I mean, also it just comes with maturity and just being content and confident in yourself. Because if you're confident in yourself, you're not really worried about what the next person's doing or thinking it's going to stop you or affect you in any way. Because
Right.
if your work is good, people are going to find you. Because keep in mind, like you said, right, work in progress. Dude, picked up the camera, Canon, I forgot even what the damn camera was, but I know it was a Canon 7D in 2011. 2011, I was like, bro. So you even look at the market and the landscape at that time. It was popular for DSLRs, Canon.
Yeah.
But not a lot of people had it, right? So, I'm working a 9 to 5, saving up, and then tax time came. I think I got like $2 or $3 grand back. And then I'm like, yo, should I pay off like some shit or just buy the camera? Because up to this point, I'm just a fan of hip hop, dance hall music. I just love listening to music.
Right.
And my mindset at the time was, I'm like, damn, I think I'm too old to like try to be a rapper or some shit. But I love the lifestyle. So let me figure out how to be a part of it without having to be a rapper.
In 2011, you thought you was too old to be a rapper?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So look, let's go. Let's start from the beginning now. Then.
That's why I went to 2011.
Yeah,
That's what I'm telling you.
yeah. Because I feel like, yo, dude, he's good. He's good. This is how you know you working with a veteran. You feel me? Before I could even take him there, he went there himself. You know what I mean? He's been around. He's been around the greats. He shoots for the greats, so he knows what's going on. So I did want to ask, because I know a lot of like videographers, right? Like, or, you know, just a lot of cameramen, I talked to them. A lot of them started off in front of the camera. They wanted to be an artist, or they wanted to be, you know what I'm saying, something in front of the camera, and then and just they switched it up, you know. Did you ever start as an artist? Did you have aspirations
I
of
wouldn't
being?
even say, bro, I didn't even get to the level where you're at with it. I had two homies, Ralph and Charles. I think we had a group called Forward Progression.
Okay.
And all we ever did was just like freestyle and smoke weed. This is when I was smoking mad weed, kid. Like I had the bong and all that. We never recorded, had beats, so we never even got to that point. So what made me pivot, right? My homie Ralph in the group, I'm like, damn, this dude's lit. So like I said, I'm always throwing alleys and being self-aware. I'm like, yo, Ralph, let me manage you, bro. You're going to be the rapper,
Right.
and I'll push you.
Right.
The other homie, Charles, I just life, you know? He just kept working. He wasn't really as passionate about it, but I was passionate, dog. I'm like, yo, we started a group. We had, like, you feel me? Shit
Yeah.
is motion.
Yeah.
So, you know, life happened. Ralph didn't really follow through with it. And I'm like, nah, dog, I can't just like bury this. Like, I have to put this towards something. So that's when I said, I already figured out, like, I'm not going to be a rapper, but I love being a part of it. So how can I do it? And that's when I got into filming. I got the Canon 7D. And initially when I started, I didn't even start doing music videos. I started out doing kind of like, I guess, interviews what we doing right now. Kind of like how, I guess, Vlad would do it. I wasn't in front of the camera. I just had the camera on the artist and like asked or just put the questions on the bottom.
Okay.
That type of shit. You can even go to my page. You'll see it. That's why I love YouTube. It could show when you click on oldest, all your work.
Right.
And I show all my
so
work,
damn,
bro.
that's exactly the format Vlad was. So you was doing that before Vlad?
I mean, a bunch of people
A
was
bunch of
doing it.
people
I'm
was
not
doing
gonna
it.
just try
around
to
that
make it
time.
seem like,
that was
yeah, you know what I'm
the
saying?
thing. Okay.
And so what ended up happening next? So boom, I start working with this other homie. Damn, how would I describe him? His name was Omar. He was a rapper from like LA. He go by Celebrity, right? So I had the camera. He was a rapper and had connects. And he had a lot. He was from Belize. He had a lot of connects with Caribbean artists
Shout
in
out
the
to
dance hall
Belize.
market. And at the time, we were trying to work with Vibes Cartel before prison.
So were you?
Me and him started working together.
Were you
he was
here?
kind of like a mentor for
Were
me.
you here in South Florida?
Yeah, here in South
This
Florida.
This
dog.
happened in
This
South
whole
Florida.
thing happening in South
Hey,
Florida.
were you born and raised here?
Okay, so I was born here,
Yeah.
Jackson Memorial.
Okay, Jack.
Then-
Hey, listen. If you don't know, you know what I'm saying? If anybody you from South Florida, when you say you were born and raised in you gotta. That's when you know you born in Dade for real, cause you gotta name the hospital. If it ain't Jackson Memorial, it don't count. Yeah, I mean, you know what I'm saying? And you gotta specifically say that. You know what I mean? Just so y'all know. You know what I mean? That's a real Dade County nigga right there, cause he let y'all know Jackson Memorial straight up.
Yeah,
But go
man,
ahead.
you know, I'm just loyal, dog. I represent, like, you know, what
Yeah.
I rock with. But this is the twist.
Yeah.
So whatever was going on with my mom and dad, because my mom is Jamaican and my dad's from Trinidad. So I guess they split, and she sent me to Jamaica to go to school for a minute with my grandma. So, like, basically elementary, I went to Portmore Missionary Prep in St. Catherine, Portmore.
Portmore.
So when I came back, I did 5th grade up here.
Yeah.
I went to North Miami Elementary. And, bro, it was so interesting. It wasn't even in the main building. You had to, like, cross the street and go to, like, a different building. That's how 5th grade was back then. And then we went to, you know,
It was
North
like
Miami
the
Middle.
trailers. It was like a
Yeah, kind of like a portable or whatever you call it.
Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
Then, you know, middle school, North Miami Middle. And in high school, I didn't go to North Miami. I went to NMB. So I
You went to
became
the
a
rival.
Charger.
You went to the
Yeah,
rival.
My mom ain't want me to go to North Miami,
I
though.
bet.
So
I know how that be.
yeah, man. So all right, so back to like the filming portion of it. Me and the homie Omar, we did a lot of work together because at the time he was kind of like my mentor, and you know he was more established. I was just like green behind the ears, just brand new. So his company was called Heavy Films. So you could, all this shit's on YouTube. So from dancehall artists like Tommy Lee, Charlie Black, Kip Rich, Chico, we knocked out videos for all them boys. And this when I started dabbling into doing a show in Belize. You know, it's a country in Central America. Me and him put our brains and our money together. We did a show over there with Charlie Black. Show didn't
Out the
do
country.
good. Yeah, it didn't do good. We broke even.
Yeah.
Good learning experience, and we pulled our resources together to make it happen. And we couldn't pay him the full bread he wanted, so we gave him like 4 videos to make up for the rest.
Okay.
They-
I ain't mad at
What's
it.
that shit called? Janky Promotions?
Yeah, I ain't mad at it.
Oh man.
You did
All
what
right.
you had to do.
So let me fast forward a little bit. So that was from like 2011.
Now,
up
did y'all
until-
get motion from that though for shooting those videos for 'em?
Yeah, because
yeah.
these are like prominent artists in dancehall in the Jamaica community. So and then remember too, at the time, if you had a camera, you were kind of like God, because not everybody had them.
Yeah,
Because
no,
they're
it's
still
facts.
expensive now, but it wasn't
Yeah.
as much, and the market wasn't as saturated.
Yeah, it wasn't because like you said, we still in 2011, 12.
Yeah, so I worked with him up until probably 2-3 years. Then I started doing my own thing. So I said to myself, I'm gonna do my own thing. So all the networks and links I made through him, I didn't work with anybody. I met through him. I just started fresh.
Now, what was the reasoning behind that?
I guess just immaturity, not fully being disciplined, having to play with fire and learn. Like, not to give like all the details, but just taking accountability for my part in it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so kind of like, you know what, this is me saying like, all right, my bad or whatever, and not taking like his portfolio or not using his portfolio.
Nah, just the way how I work, right? So I don't want anybody to be like, I'm using the connects that I got from you. I'd rather just go out and get my own connects. I don't want anybody feeling like I owe you something.
Come back and saying you owe me this or whatever.
Yeah, I'm just weird like that. I don't know if it's a personality trait or what.
I hear that.
Yeah, so I'm just a weirdo like that.
I hear that. It's like I agree on one hand, and the other hand, nah. where
I mean, like I said, maturity. So at the time, I probably didn't see it fully because I was still young in my 20s,
Right.
early 20s.
right.
And I had a lot of growing to do. And I mean, we both did because we embarked on something that we didn't really fully understood. Like, I didn't have like other people who I could go to and say, how do you break this down or explain this? It was just brand new to us. We learned it on the fly.
Yeah. I think a lot of people don't understand that part. You know what I'm saying? It's in our industry where it's like we didn't have like, especially being kids of immigrant parents. Like, you know what I'm saying? We didn't have someone to hand the game down or be like someone around us or in our family or close that did it before us and be like, hey, this is the way to woody woo. Like, it was just like, nah, like you said, we saw what we saw on TV or, you know what I'm saying? And be like, yo, I want to do that. And just started just acting on it. You feel me? And like you said, learning on the fly. And
Yeah,
just, and
because
just going.
even with that being said, I'm the firstborn. So, like you said, our parents being immigrants, my mom never knew what a progress report was, bro. Like, if I had bad grades or something, I'm not giving her a progress. She know what the real one was.
Right.
But she
They
didn't know
knew
what
the report card. They knew to check every quarter for that report card. But that progress report in between, we slotting. We ain't no
So,
progress report.
It's just certain things you could just get away with. And then, like I said, I'm the oldest, so I didn't have no older person to explain it to me. Like, my brother and my sisters, they're cool because I went through it, so they don't have to go through it.
Right.
And but yeah, dog, like I said, I just got into filmmaking, and a couple of the people at the time, it was this dude named Video God. He used to do like a lot of early Migos stuff. I think Lil Baby. and this other dude named Todd Stansberry. I watched his interview one time, Todd Stansberry, and he said he had a regular 9 to 5, and he just used to watch music videos and was like, I'm gonna try it.
Yeah.
So it's a couple of stuff like that that made me like say, yo, let me really pursue this.
Yeah, I was gonna ask you if it was there somebody that you followed their career that was just
Todd
like it
Stansberry
was
and
Todd.
Video God. I think his real name is Gabriel Hart.
Okay. What was some of the work that they did?
So at the time, you remember Worldstar was big.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
pretty much, bro, every music video that was on Worldstar was shot from Video God and Gabriel Hart.
You know, that's so interesting. Like you said, it's like being in the same industry but being on different sides of the street. Like I'm watching, like you said, I'm watching Worldstar all day, but I'm looking at it. The artists
I'm
from the
looking at
artist
the
side.
directors.
Yeah, and you looking at the director, you know what I'm saying? I don't even know I'm not even paying attention to the name who shot this, but I'm looking at the artists, how they, their style, you know what I'm saying? The music and the bitches in the video, the cars,
Yeah, the
and just
aesthetic.
the aesthetics, you feel me? But it's like we watching and being inspired, by the same thing, but two different, vantage points, viewpoints. Now that's dope. That's dope. Worldstar, I feel like that was pivotal.
Of course.
Man, that was so pivotal. Like you just
Nigga,
saying
it
that.
became
Just,
like a verb when like shit happened.
Worldstar.
Yeah, you feel me?
dang, I remember doing research and finding out how to get my video on Worldstar.
Small box, medium box, big box.
Yeah, the different tiers and shit like that. Man, dog, like rest in peace to P. It was after he passed, man. Worldstar. It was like I just feel like the music video thing wasn't the same. You know what I mean?
Dude, I think it's just the advent of just technology and social media.
Yeah.
And then you're gonna have different generations. So like how I look at Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok or Snapchat. Like I'll say Facebook is for our parents. Right? IG I think is mostly for us.
Yeah.
And then under us then is that TikTok. And then I don't know what demographic is Snapchat. I guess it's the TikTok and
It's a mix. I think it's a mix between TikTok and Instagram.
yeah, so you get what I'm saying? So but to keep it still on the filming thing, let me see. All right, so boom. I'm still going to Jamaica. Oh, so at this point, yeah, my fault. So my first official video I shot, edited everything myself. Chan Dizzy, Hypocrite Hill. He's an artist for Russian. Russian's a big producer. He worked with like Cartel. He did a lot of the reggaeton artist shit, like Bad Bunny shit. What was it called? Trippy.
Yeah.
Like Russian's a big deal. So I did a video for one of his artists, Chan Dizzy.
Russian that's the
His
company?
label is called Head Concussion.
Ah, okay.
Yeah, so I got to do my first video of me on my own.
And
Chan Dizzy.
That's big for your first solo video.
So here the other chapter of Foreign Flex TV, bro.
Did you have the name yet?
Yeah, name was already there.
The name was established already.
So
how did you get that?
all
name?
right, so I can't take the credit alone for me.
Okay.
It was myself, my cousin Travis, and my cousin Monique. At the time, you remember on Major Hype? He's like this Caribbean comedian. He does like voiceovers. He knows how to mimic other people's accents.
Yeah.
So we had this notebook, bro, and we'll just be smoking mad weed, writing shit down, saying Monique was gonna be the DJ. I was gonna be kind of like behind the camera and the money of it. And my cousin Travis, he's talented too. And how did we come up with it? So I think we said foreign, just because if you're familiar with Jamaican people, we speak patois. So
Right.
like I say, yo, foreign.
Yeah.
Foreign, y'all go foreign.
Yeah,
Like
yeah,
you
yeah.
global. So we're like, yo, that shit sound lit. Foreign. So then we were like, yo, let's put flex on it. So then we went on the internet and we seen somebody had that. So then we just added the TV to it because
okay.
we was gonna push it as media. So it went from just like say doing interviews to me.
Because it does sound like a media company.
Well, I mean, I guess it is,
It
right?
is.
Because
It
I
really
cover
is.
all that shit
Yeah.
to this day.
Yeah.
So, boom, that's how like the origins of the name came about. And then, at this point, I linked up with a homie in Jamaica named Jermaine. He had a company called Deja Vu Records. And yo, that was a blessing, dog, because he has the label in Jamaica and he has all the connects with the artists. So all I had to do was just go to Jamaica and just knock out these videos.
Yeah.
So when that relationship with me and him started, he became my business partner. We started doing our own parties in Jamaica. Yeah, so I was doing my own parties in Jamaica for a good minute, dog.
Shit, we gotta go to Jamaica.
So that
Yeah.
happened. Then I think that lasted for maybe 2-3 years. And then I'm like, yo, just going to Jamaica all the time, bro, it takes a toll. So I'm like, I gotta like start establishing foreign flex in the States. So now 2015 is a crucial year, I'll see. 2015, bro. This is when I linked up with, shout out to my homie Shaq. He's a videographer. He's kind of like a big brother mentor to me too. He films for Headliner Market Group. They do all the big parties in Miami. And you know the biggest one, Live on Sunday.
Yes, sir.
So
yes,
boom,
sir.
I got in with them. That's how I started doing nightlife stuff. Because prior to that, I wasn't doing any nightlife.
Right.
And then that same 2015, I met a homie named Rich Blanco. And I met my homie I Rasta. He was working at 103.5 The Beat. So I started going to the radio station with him when artists are doing interviews to film. And then just by us knowing Rich Blanco, I guess Rich is from New York. He knew EFN. And that's how I got in with Drink Champs.
Wow.
So that's why I always say
The
2015 was the
big turning point.
Because even how I ran into Shaq, just randomly, bro, I went down to Wynwood, and I think it was, Teach, he has House of Mac.
Yeah.
He threw like an album launch for ASAP Ferg. And I was like, yo, let me just go down there and get content.
Yeah.
So for anybody, artist, videographer, whatever your position is, network, talk to people. You never know what may happen.
Them relationships.
Big shit, dog.
So when you meet EFN, you get connected with EFN in 2015. Drink Champs hasn't started yet, or did it?
It did because we were filming.
So
Look at those early episodes. Niggas ain't have no tripod.
No nothing.
The audio wasn't on point.
So how did that conversation happen? Like you get introduced to him and be like, "Yo, I'm a videographer. Oh, we need some cameramen."
This is the thing too. Remember at the time with podcasts, the name wasn't even as popular, and it was just mostly audio. So it wasn't even that much visuals.
Right.
So that's why Drink Champs is kind of like trailblazers and the #1 hip hop podcast. Because nobody was really doing visuals.
So talk that shit. So hold on.
Nah, I'm a humble guy, man.
Yo, talk that shit. Cause I'm not even gonna lie. Cause I'm learning. I was under the impression that I didn't know you got with them that early.
Dog, I've been there 10 years.
There, so you was there in the beginning.
Yeah, like grandfathered in.
The beginning, like the beginning. So you saw, like you said, you saw. You was part of the future before it happened. You know what I'm saying? To see podcasts where it is today.
And I was just excited because hip hop head, I'm seeing all my artists that I grew up listening to.
Right.
So I was just happy to just be there.
Yeah. And so there was no like you had to have some type of
Revolt TV, no Tidal. I forgot the other company that we were a part of. Like none of that. It was just all independent, us just doing it.
And Nori, it was Nori, EFN.
Yeah.
And they had this idea. They brought it together, and so when you got on, it wasn't no like you basically like you said, it was through good relationships.
Yeah, man.
And it wasn't no like, man, you had to be some big cameraman. It was like,
nah, bro.
Nah, we fuck with dog.
If you have a passion for something, man, you're just gonna go out there and like make it happen. Because even to go back a little bit, when I first started with the Canon camera, I'll see the first thing I did, bro, when I actually got the camera, I think I had it sitting there for a week or two. Didn't film anything. And then I just had this urge or whatever in my stomach was like, yo, just go outside. So that night I went to South Beach. And then I think it was called Club Dream at the time. And guess who was standing there?
I remember Dream.
It was on French Montana. He had, I think, Mac and Cheese mixtape out, Chopper Down. So I just went over there, just start filming.
Yeah.
And then I followed them for the whole night.
Just like that.
Yeah, nigga.
Yeah.
I became the cameraman for the night.
Yeah.
I was happy as fuck. I'm like, damn, I got French Montana on footage. And then I think I was working the morning shift the next day. No call, no show. Overslept.
Yeah.
Like, nigga, I was just happy, though.
Yeah.
But the point why I bring up that is just taking the initiative, because you just never know.
Yeah.
And it's the same thing with Drink Champs, because they were telling, like, myself, Rich Blanco, and Kev about it, and we were just hungry and eager, dog. We were just, we hungry. We trying to get in the game.
Mm-hmm.
So wherever you see opportunity, take advantage of it, dog.
Mm-hmm.
Take advantage.
And that's so big, because even before these opportunities come, and it's a small window, you know what I'm saying, nowadays. So you gotta, everything that you was doing leading up to that moment, you was preparing for 2015.
And didn't know it.
And didn't know it. You know what I'm saying? That's why, like what you said, is important. It's vital that whatever you're passionate about, you gotta prepare in the dark for a long time before that, that thing happens. Because that opportunity could come around, and if you ain't been preparing, then you could miss it. You know what I mean?
Stay ready so you don't have to get
Stay
ready.
ready. Stay ready so you ain't got to get ready. Man, so 2015, that happens. And from there, did you know, like being in that room, did you know like, yo, this is going to go on along, like this is going to take off?
Had no clue. Just appreciate it every time they text or call me, say, yo,
Right.
we have this artist, pull up.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then simultaneously, remember, like I said, I'm filming with Headliner too. So through Headliner, with the party aspect of Miami, I'm covering Studio 23. I'm covering Dream, Story, Club Ivy. Like, we had a club every night.
Right.
So every night, dog, from like 1 a.m. to like 5 a.m., I'm in a different club. So this is how interesting it became, right? So I roster Kevin, he'll hit me up. He at the station, with Papa Keith and all them. Yo, we got Rick Ross coming through, right? I need an extra camera guy to come help me film. So I'll see Ross at the radio station, right?
Yeah.
Then later on in the day, we interview Ross on Drink Champs. Then later on at night, Ross is at the fucking club. So I'm seeing the same artist
three
times.
motherfucking times. Right. And you the cameraman shooting.
And just still got a 9 to 5, still doing all this shit.
And this is what I was gonna ask you, because I'm like, this I'm not to get all in your pockets, but we gonna get in the pockets just so people understand. At this point, you working with Drink Champs, you working in the clubs, you seeing these celebrities. Is money rolling in, or this is still off the passion, off the love?
Money is rolling in from if I get booked to start covering different parties, and from Headliner. Good money coming in from Headliner. Because remember, too, this is pre-COVID.
Right.
So COVID
right.
ain't happened yet. So like I said, we got a club every night.
Every night.
So
oh, man.
life is good, man.
Pre-COVID was different.
Life is good, you feel me? So can't complain.
Yeah.
And I still got a 9
but
to 5.
But you still working your 9 to 5, you still got your everyday check coming in, and that's the part.
That's even what got the damn camera and the rest of the equipment and
Right.
the lenses and all that. Because being a videographer, photographer, dude, the equipment costs.
Yep.
No, like if you're not in it, like if you don't love this, like I don't recommend you unless you just have money to waste. You feel me? And I ain't never really had money to waste. We come from, we got to get it out the mud. So
ain't no safety net, ain't no backing, ain't no, you know what I'm saying, trust fund that you could dip into. Like, nah, none of that. And I tell people that all the time. I say, yo, if you don't absolutely love this or willing to sacrifice everything for it, like,
don't do it.
Don't do it. You know what I mean?
I mean, I say that now in hindsight because at the time, like I said, it's just a journey. I'm going through it.
Right.
And then I learned all that about myself because I learned that, like, don't get me wrong, bro. I had times when it wasn't always just up. I had times when it was down. I'm looking at all the equipment. I'm not getting booked. I'm like, what's going on? Should I sell this shit?
Right.
Like, so I'm not going to sit here and, like, make it seem all glitz and glamour. I'm going to give you the full transparency of it. Like, so the cool thing, though, like I said, I had a 9 to 5. So in them days when nothing was happening,
Right.
I could rely on that. But that's not what I wanted to do. You feel me? My heart was never in that.
Yeah.
Because now, once you learn how to make money on your own, you have a different kind of self-assurance and confidence of yourself. Like, then your bravado, you kind of, not saying you become an asshole, but people can't just talk to you.
They
any
can't
type
just
of
talk
way.
to you any kind of
Like,
way.
nigga,
Nah,
I know how to
for
make
sure,
money. You
for
heard?
sure.
Like, you can kiss my ass with this shit. Like, I don't work for you. You work for me.
Right. No, that part, cause you would think like, man, I ain't gotta take this. Like, you know what I mean? I could be doing something. I could be doing something better. I could be doing, you know what I mean, my own thing, investing more time into what I have to do. But I just think that part that is important, cause I feel like now, especially, we live in a climate where people feel like they can't do both. They can't balance both, and they risk a lot of, you know, like you said. They risk a lot by not being able to provide their daily needs because they feel like they can't do both, you know. But like you said, when you hungry and you really want this, you gonna get up and you gonna find a way to
Yeah,
to
because
make things
dog, it's
happen.
24 hours in a day, right? And
Yeah.
and during this whole ordeal, this whole time frame, dog, I'm reading like Think and Grow Rich, Robert Greene, The Mastery, 50 Cent books, like any book that's like good self help and positive, and just how to get through any stressful situation. You just gotta just, you know what I mean, stay focused,
Yeah.
because you're, if like, what's one of those sayings you ever heard? Like, you can't have a testimony if you haven't been tested, right?
Right.
So all those cliche sayings, they're true. And the only way you'll know if it's true if you just stick to it. Because imagine like in 2013, 14, I said, I'm going to sell the equipment. I
Yeah.
wouldn't have been there to do Drink Champs.
So would you say your toughest challenge when you was, you know, when you was thinking about maybe quitting, that came early on,
Oh, of course.
and if so, what was it? Was there a person, a thing that happened that made you like shake that off?
Well, the toughest thing is like, this is something new that I'm embarking in. So nobody in my family is like a videographer or an entertainer. So just even you telling them this is what you do, they're like, nigga, go get a job.
Right.
Like, what are you talking
You
about?
can't even complain to anybody because they're
Yeah.
not gonna understand.
Only other creatives will understand you. That's why I think we
Right.
have like a tight knit community. Whether you're like a musical artist or a videographer, photographer, editor, whatever ordeal you're in creativity, only creatives will kind of understand you, because we know that feeling at night. What drives us to want to do this?
Right.
Because dog, I even had like, I was in a relationship, a 8-year relationship, on and off, and she even knew I love filming more than her.
Right.
And you know, sometimes, you know, with women, like, yo, you can't be putting this over me.
Right.
And I'm like,
right,
yo,
right,
this is
right.
gonna stay with me till I'm dead.
Till
I
I'm-
don't know if
till
you
I-
gonna stay with me.
Right, exactly.
And look where I'm at now. I'm here 2026. My
They don't get
camera's
that.
still with me. It never cheated on me. You get what I'm saying? It never broke my heart.
I'm telling you, like
It feeds me.
Listen, I tell people like I've quit on music more than music has ever quit on me. Like I've been disloyal, like music. Anytime like I'm really at that point, and then I go back to the thing that feeds me the most, it's always there. It's always there. You know what I mean? So you're right. That's the thing that's never gonna. I was born with that. You feel me? And
It's God's gift.
It's
man.
God's
we
gift.
gotta like showcase it to the people, because with yourself and your music, bro, you control people's timeline, nostalgia, their moods. You bring joy. You
Yeah.
get what I'm saying? You
Yeah.
can be in a shitty mood. You put on a certain song from Alcy, and you change somebody from that frown to a smile. So you guys do a major thing. And then with what I do, that's what's cool with the collaborative effort. You make the audio, and then boom, we discuss a treatment, some ideas, locations, and when we get it right, and then people love it, the
Yeah.
visual,
Yeah.
like it's a beautiful thing.
Yeah.
So, dog, I just love being a creative, man, and I think it's just like a drug, right? It's a drug. It's not gonna like kill us, but that's the only thing I could analyze it to, in the sense of I'm addicted to it. Like I have to do this. Like
Yeah.
there's no, because even now, right? To fast forward a little bit, so all this is going on with Drink Champs headliner. So boom, COVID happens. What's that? 2020.
2020. Yeah.
So now my faith is really being tested now. The world shut down.
Right.
No parties, bro.
No parties.
I didn't even know we were gonna still be filming Drink Champs.
Yeah. Right.
So now, to let me big up other people with this, you know, story, what I'm telling you, or not story, just my life. I'm hanging out at I think around 2017 or 18, I started hanging out at M7 recording studios.
Yeah.
And engineer Max. Max used to get on my nerves. That
Shout out
motherfucker
to
always
my
steal
brother
damn
Max.
lighter.
Shout out to my boy Max.
He always used to steal
You
my
feel
lighters.
me?
And shout out to YD the best.
Shout out to YD. Shout out to YD the best.
Cause even like a segue story with YD, before we even ended up at M7, I filmed a commercial for a barber. I forgot his name. Damn, it's gonna pop into my head. So I filmed a commercial for him, and I guess YD was a barber at the time, so he seen me with the camera. So like I said, just being open minded and networking, we chopped it up. Yo, let me get your info. I'm an artist. Blah blah blah. Then we did a video. I think one of those guys or something. And then the next time we did another video, we did that shit in Puerto Rico. Niggas flew out to Puerto Rico to knock out a video, bro. Just from he seeing me doing a commercial at the barbershop. And we just exchanged information, and that's how that relationship built.
Right.
So I used to hang out with him at another spot. It wasn't as big as M7 yet. And then I remember.
So he was cutting. He was at a barber. It was a barbershop somewhere else.
Yeah.
It was okay.
YD was a barber, bro.
Yeah. No, because he was cutting at the studio too. He started cutting at the studio. I seen that. Yeah.
So you see it. You see people's vision, right? It unfolds. He's like, nah, dog, fuck this barber shit. Nothing wrong with it. It's a good way to earn a living.
Right.
But he's seen more for himself.
Yeah.
So we started hanging out. Then I was with him when he first got that studio. And dog, we sitting there burning. And he's like, dog, like, it's back here. I don't know if we're going to have enough clients. And now look at this shit. I guess this shit's always booked. He got to probably send artists to other studios because it's always booked.
Right. M7. And listen, this is how great he is.
You see where it's leading up to.
You know what I'm saying? You see how great he is. He's transitioning, into how we met. You know what I'm saying? So M7, that's
why I brought up Max Pong.
Yeah, Max.
Every day, dog, he used to come down there and take the lighter. So then one day we went upstairs because Max, phenomenal engineer. He basically owned upstairs. He was always booked.
Right.
And you'll see like a whole bunch of lighters. So I'm like, Max, why you keep taking our... Anyway, that's another thing. But
yeah.
I brought up M7 because that was crucial. The reason why it was so crucial because no nightlife shit was happening for me. Clubs were shut down. Events weren't happening. So that portion of the bread was gone. So being that I started hanging out at M7, that was the beauty of it. People were still recording and making music. I met you there. I met a couple other homies that I did videos for. Unfortunately, some of them passed away, bro, that I did videos for. So M7 for that time period was very crucial for me because I'm hanging out. And that's how I'm a videographer. So I don't have to necessarily go to the artist. They come into the studio. So I'm providing a service if they needed it. So that time span at M7 was very crucial, dog. Yeah. It kept me alive.
And the crazy part, that, like you said, it was obviously, what led us there was different paths. You feel me? But that was real crucial for me as well, because how I even got there was I was introduced to Max through another artist. It was my dog, the Pimp. He was a pimp rapper, but you know what I'm saying. But like he was really a pimp for real. But like it was his character. You know what I'm saying? As an artist, and he passed away as well a couple years ago.
R.I.P.
God bless. R.I.P. You know what I'm saying? So he invited me to a studio session, and this was when Max was at another studio.
Okay.
It was I think it was called The Cave or something like that. So he was somewhere else, and then shortly after, I just remember going to the studio session, and I was just like, man, I admired how he worked. And it was his first time meeting me, and I remember I just kind of, like I said, I was there just to sit in on the session, but then like my dog told me to jump in the booth. So I went in there and opportunity. I went in the booth and just kind of created off the top and did like a verse for him. But like Max was like cutting me and like guiding me through it. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, so
and
it's more than an engineer. He's producing.
He's producing, like, you know what I'm saying? He's doing like little stuff, but like this is our first time working together. So, by the time like I didn't even think I did that well, because you know what I'm saying? Usually I do freestyle. I go in the studio and create sometimes, but like to be at my best, I write. You feel me? But that day I just went in there and did it. So I was just like, I just did it for my dog. I didn't think it was nothing that great. So then when I stepped out and then Max, he go to chopping and doing what he do, and I hear it, I'm like, damn, that shit came out hard. You feel me? So since then, he even, really bigged me up and was just like, yo, you hard. You feel me? Yeah, he was just like, yo, you tough. So then we exchanged numbers, and then I remember I wanted to book a session for myself, but he wasn't at that studio anymore, and he was at a new spot, which was M7. Yeah. So then I was just like, well, shit, I'm at M7. You know what I mean? I gotta come see you. So went over there, and then like I said, I was just going over there repair. I can't remember the moment that me and you really locked in, but I knew you would come
me in the back office.
Yeah. Cause I'd come in, it'd be niggas in the one office vibing. It'd be another studio session happening and shit like that. And I think it probably was the lighter. You would come up, maybe due to the lighter, you would come up to the studio session with me and Max and shit like that. And we just started locking in from there. What was our first official video, music video? I'm trying
Dude, I think I forgot the name of the song, right? Obviously, your hair was shorter. You had braids, and I remember this specifically. I was driving on Biscayne, and I hit a nigga on a bike. You remember that? And then I got mad at him for being in the way. That's how locked in I was. Right. I'm dead wrong. Yeah. And I'm screaming at him like, movie was dumb.
Yo, we had.
I can't remember the name of the song. I'll see why. Because we did a scene in Wynwood.
So that had to have been By Myself.
It's By Myself.
It had to have been By Myself.
So By Myself.
It was By Myself. Cause that was crazy enough. That was Varsity Blues 2. That's the project. That was the first full project I worked on with Max. He recorded every record of that project. And then I just remember, yes, it was because the idea was for me to shoot like at least 5 music videos from that project.
Okay.
And By Myself was the first one. And really it was supposed to set off that chain, but that's when COVID happened. And they kind of slowed the momentum.
The world stopped,
The world stopped. It slowed the momentum down of that project. Because I remember I just wanted to shoot if I could shoot every music video on that mug, I wanted to, But that was the first one, and man, I just remember having a ball because we did. we drove around, and I remember it was something that you did on that. It was an idea that you had to me that was just genius. Was you filmed me because I remember I rented a top back.
Yeah.
I think it was a Camaro. It was an all white Camaro. I rented.
Oh, you talking when we did the donuts?
Yes. Yeah. We found an open field in Wynwood. And then he was just like, man, whip that shit. Niggas start doing the motherfucking donuts on the field, you know what I'm saying? And it was that, and then it was another thing. You filmed me. We used the back camera of the Camaro. We used the back camera, and you filmed me sitting in the back of the car using the back camera. You know what I'm saying? Oh, let me fix it. But I just felt like that was genius. Where it was like.
I mean, like we said, right? It's just us being creative and trying something.
When it came out, at first when you told me to do it, I was like, what do you mean? You know what I'm saying? But it was like a double thing. We used the back camera of the Camaro while you filmed it. Me. It was just it came out so hard, and I was just like, nah. That was. I feel like that was the first time I worked with not just a videographer, but like a director. You know what I'm saying? It was like, nah, you was directing, you feel me? Because it was like, me, I'm such a creative, and a lot of times, I have my own ideas, so it could be overpowering. Sometimes people not
you just gotta collaborate, man, because
right. But some people because I'm such a creative, sometimes people, I will come across it where I just start creating ideas, and they'll just sit back and you know what I'm saying? I'm coming up with everything, but
no. But what I'm saying is, there's nothing wrong with that as long as it fits what we're doing. So, because remember, at the end of the day, it's not only my name on it; it's is your visual.
For sure.
So you want it to be a certain way, like you're paying for it. So you have a say so in what you're paying for, right?
No, for sure.
So that's why I'm like, it's just a collaborative effort, and that's the thing with videographer, director. You're gonna take in what the artist is telling you and incorporate it, and you're gonna still put your fine tuning on it, but you have to incorporate because it's one thing if boom, we're doing a video and you said, all right, you have 1,000% control. But if that's not the case, like, why would I not listen and collaborate with someone?
Yeah. But it's just having that extra opinion and having that extra person that has an imagination as well. You know what I'm saying? Because like you said, you could take what the artist is giving you and then add your imagination to it and be like, I see what you're doing, and boom, and it takes it there. You
Because
feel
all
me?
it's gonna do is just make it better.
It's gonna make it
so
better.
Who doesn't want it to be better?
Yeah.
Like, if that's the ultimate outcome, of course. Like, you feel me?
No, it's gonna be better. Listen, another and then another one of my all-time favorites. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm finna brag. I'm finna flex a little bit on this.
No pun
You know what I'm
intended,
saying? No
flex.
pun intended. I'm finna flex on this. Me and my dog was the first ones to shoot a music video on the roof of the Hard Rock when the guitar was motherfucking built. Oh, you thought I forgot?
I remember that night. That was
Yeah,
an interesting
that
night.
was a crazy night.
I just
that
keep
was,
it at that.
that was-
Interesting night.
That was my birthday, by the way. It was 2021. We was coming off Corona, but it was still
Yeah, we back in the world.
in effect. Yeah, the world had just kind of like really just opened back up. And it was my birthday.
Emphasis on birthday.
Emphasis on birthday. It's coming back. It's that time coming. It's interesting. We back in Leo season and we doing this interview because that was definitely, it was in August. It was my birthday. And I remember, man, I threw a party at Ghost Bar. And it was planned out. I said, yo, this is gonna be like the first kind of like coming back out, thing. And I had been, I made a lot of relationships at Ghost Bar. So, and that's really when I got into.
So what were you, like, management or like promoter?
I was promoter.
Okay.
Promoting, and that was a big shift for me as well. So like 2020, like you said, we had to figure out new things to do.
And it happened organically.
It happened organically.
Yeah, man. That's the beauty of it.
So it was like, okay, like you said, and that was the beginning of my company, GTW, Go to Work. Because it was like, okay, we can't, you know what I mean? Music is different. We got to sit down. How are people going to, take in things? And I got the time now. So it's just like, okay, the industry is shifting. You got to build your brand. You got to build your business. I've been playing with it a little bit, on 2019, but now time to sit down and really like understand the business.
Yeah, just locking in, just lessons learned.
Locking in. That's when I built. That's when I built the
LLCs.
LLC. You know what I mean? And I did all the reading and like, okay, I got to build a brand, this company, and it happened so naturally, like you said, because I had a song already called "Go to Work." I had a song since 2017. I recorded that record "Go to Work," and that record was. I actually recorded it as just a filler. It wasn't even supposed to be like a major song.
And look how that turned out.
Look how it turned out. It was one of those records that like, I just need this as a filler. And when people heard it, they gravitated towards it. It was just like, go to work, man.
How else is something gonna happen? It's not gonna happen by you just praying, laying at home. You gotta go to work for whatever you want.
You gotta go to work.
You want to lose weight, you gotta hit the gym, eat right. Like, you want to get better at rapping.
I see you been in the gym too, by the way. My dog,
that's normal,
okay, man.
though.
You
That's
know what I'm
normal.
saying?
That's
Dog,
normal.
okay, man. You feel me?
That's just normal.
Yeah.
But
now,
we can't skip the process, man.
You cannot. It's the process is extremely important, man. And during that time, it was just like, okay, am I just gonna just get lit and you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, I done been through that phase in my life. You feel me? So it was just like, all right, lock in, build your business, and then when it's time to get back outside, you get back outside.
You're being strategic with how you move.
Facts. So then, 2021, like I said, I got into the business of promoting, building myself up, just doing other things besides music, and knowing that those relationships, like you said, is big, is important. So
Of course.
that's when I started really building strong relationships, because not everybody was trying to figure it out. But if you was one of them ones outside during that time trying to figure it out, you gonna run into other niggas
Yeah,
that's
like-minded people.
like-minded people. And that's what was happening. So I was able, at that time, Ghost Bar became the hottest club in South Florida. You know what I'm saying?
Facts.
One of the hottest clubs. So, shout out to Ghost. You feel me? He opened the doors. He let me throw my music, my birthday party music video, and that shit was fucking lit. You feel me? So I was like, yo, we gonna shoot a music video. We gonna start in the club, capture it. I performed that night. Shout out to DJ Live. He was the DJ that night. I'm gonna perform. We gonna catch the whole vibe inside the club, and then when we done, we gonna go to the rooftop and shoot. Shoot on the rooftop.
And we did it.
The guitar was just built.
That
You
shit
know what I'm
was dope,
saying?
man. It was a cool concept because
Cool, fire as hell. And I was just like, nah, we gonna be the first ones to.
And I never looked
catch
at it like that, dog. I was just so locked in, just working. I didn't realize like we were one of the first ones to use it.
We was one of the first. We was. I'm gonna say we were the first ones to
because
shoot.
like you said, what's that? 2021. Mm-hmm. So that's dope, man.
2021, man. Now, let me tell y'all. By the time I got to the rooftop, I barely remember.
I was gonna let you. You feel me? That's why I was just saying emphasis on birthday.
Listen,
I wasn't.
it was my birthday, so I was turned up. You feel me? This was my birthday, big Leo season. It was just a lot to celebrate. I was performing. I had new music out. You know what I mean? I had the club. Like I said, I had started my promoter. I was a promoter. I had built up Taco Tuesdays. Me and my team. And we built up Taco Tuesdays at Ghost Bar. You feel me? That's when we started. Shout out to Lobster and Shrimp. That's my first podcast that I was ever part of. Shout out to Winston. Shout out to Tim. Lobster and Shrimp. We used to shoot our podcast live, and that was inspired by seeing what happened with Drink Champs. You know what I'm
Dope, man.
saying?
Appreciate that,
That was inspired by that. Like, we were inspired by Drink Champs, and that's how we started, our podcast. So, podcast promoting. So I felt like I was on top of the world. I said, let's shoot this birthday
'cause
party.
You got motion. Like
Motion.
all your ideas are coming to fruition,
Man.
and you executing. So, because I believe in that too, right? Like if you work hard, play harder because like you put in the work. That's the whole purpose of like the championship. You won, so you got to celebrate.
No, facts.
Celebrate your wins, man.
Facts.
Big
Listen,
yourselves up.
I partied a little too hard because, like I said, it still was work to be done. By the time I made it on that roof, I don't even know what was left, what was right. But we still shot that motherfucker.
It came out dope.
And I remember I even booked a video model for it. She came up on the roof. She was fire.
I think she was from France or something.
She was from France. Yeah.
I remember that vividly.
Yeah. Listen, now y'all gotta go. Listen, and I'm gonna clip this clip with the video now too. You know what I'm saying? I got to. I'm gonna make the edit. I'm gonna clip this clip with the video. Man, y'all gotta go watch that video regardless.
I think we should do that for all of them.
Yeah, what you mean?
Just like how we're gonna clip it for this one.
Yeah.
Just to give them like from the beginning, the very first one.
For
with
sure.
Everything we've done up to this point.
Facts.
Just for us and just for the audience and just for like other people, like you said, like other aspiring rappers or other camera guys who want to get into the game. They're like, yo.
They could really, you could really see where it started. You know what I'm saying?
And you could reach out. Anybody could reach out, ask me questions. Like I don't gatekeep. I give whatever
At
game
all.
I have. If I could connect you with somebody, I could connect you.
At all.
And that's just what it's about, man. Because like, dog, I love what I do and I like having fun too. Because that's the whole purpose why I do it. Because
Facts.
I understand businesses in corporate America, but I just got to a point where I had to get out of corporate America because like I have a vision. Like I know how I want to navigate and control my own destiny. So I don't really need to per se have a boss telling me what to do. I'm like, I may not be as big as your company, but the mindset and how to orchestrate and execute something is the same mentality.
Yeah.
So to me, we're equals now.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
Real. That's real.
You just started, before me, so just give me some time to catch up, and
me
I'm gonna
some
be right
time.
there too.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. No, that's real. That's real. Man, and I wanna fast forward too. And like I said, sometimes it be long in between, but anytime I hit my dog up, it's just like never before. You feel me? It's just like the next from like just how we left off.
Yeah, because I think once you just have a good rapport and it's just really authentic, genuine love with a person that you work with, and then you could connect beyond just work. Like we could sit down and talk about real life. That's just a good relationship that you form. That's like for life.
Yeah.
And whether, like you said, we don't speak for 2, 3, 4 months, once we start talking again, like we picked up where we left off.
Picked up where we left off.
Because we young men in this business and we're growing and learning, sharing information, we kind of have the same goal.
Yeah.
Everybody wants to elevate from where they were prior.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man. Like,
And it's like you said, like having someone that you could talk to and that understand the pitfalls, that understand, you know what I'm saying, like what you're going through, mentally, while navigating, this business
Yeah,
and this
man.
industry, like that's so important. So just having, someone like yourself that be like, yo, I'm going through this, you know what I mean? Shit, like, like you said, you was with me during, you know what I'm
ups,
saying?
the
Ups,
downs,
downs, and everything, all of it, you know what I mean? Like I told you, like, when I was just like, man, remember Shorty I was with? Yeah, man, we ain't together no more. And even with you, like, yo, remember Shorty? Like, yo, you know what I'm saying? And it's
because
just
it's life,
it's
bro.
life. Like life
this
is
not fake.
life
Like,
is
this
really
happening.
Life is happening while we in this. And to have someone that understand and you could call on. And I remember you was just like, fuck it, keep going. You know what I'm saying?
What else are we gonna do?
What else are you gonna do?
Because, like, when you've been through it so much, you kind of just sit back and then you kind of just say, you know what? It was cool while it was happening, and just take the lessons from it. Just appreciate it for what it was. Like, if you could spin the block, I guess spin the block if it was meant to be, but all you could do is move forward.
Right. And I think that's key. That was one of the hardest lessons I had to learn, was that, and it's with anything in life, when something don't go, or, it ends in a fashion that you didn't foresee, or you didn't, you know what I'm saying, it just didn't go your way, take the lessons from it. Take the good from it. Take grow from
Take
it.
everything
Take
from it.
Take everything from it. Take everything that's gonna help you go to the next level. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of times we tend to just look at the bad. You feel me? And we talk about what could have been, or da da da, and it's like, I feel like sometimes that becomes more heavy than it, propelling us. Sometimes it could weigh us down. So whatever it is, you know what I'm saying? Take from it, take the lessons from it, because it's a lesson in everything.
Of course.
It's something that you can grow from, you know what I'm saying? And every hard lesson, and really use that to grow, you know what I'm saying? And take accountability. Take accountability, see where you can, take things and learn about yourself. Because, man, relationships, partnerships, all those, a lot of things are meant to have an expiration date to them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that don't make it a bad thing.
It's just growth, and
it's
people have
growth.
different paths.
Exactly.
Because-
And it's an opportunity to transition to, because the end of something, and I read this in a book, I can't remember which book it was, but it took me a minute to dissect, but it made so much sense. It was just like, the end of something is always better than the beginning.
Break that down for me.
So what I took away from it was that the end of something, it's like the end of the journey. Okay. So you could kind of look back at the end of the journey and see, like, okay, dang, this happened, that happened, woo-de-woo. And then you have to turn around and see how start the next journey. And then the beginning of a journey is always liberating, you know what I'm saying? But if you're so stuck on the past journey, then you could never, like, really full on enjoy the beginning of the next journey.
Okay, I see what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? And I started to realize, like, damn, if the more I keep on harping on the journey that ended,
you're missing
out on what's
unfolding right now.
Unfolding in the beginning of the new journey, So when I saw that, when I read that quote, like I said, it took me a minute to dissect it and really feel it, and then I understood. I was just like, it is. It
I
is.
think it's just life, man. Because like you said, you saw it in a book you read, and I saw like a commencement speech Steve Jobs did like when he was alive at Stanford University, and he basically was saying something similar to what you said. He said, "Yo, the only way you could like look at it is when you look back at it, and then you connect the dots and see how this led you to this, how this led you to that. And once you understand that you have a finite amount of time on Earth, it kind of gives you more a sense of urgency to really go hard in trying to accomplish whatever it is you're trying to accomplish." You get what I'm saying?
That's
So
real.
whatever it is you're trying to knock out, write it down, put it in your notes, and just work towards it.
Yeah, yeah. I'm a big believer in that. I write down. I got sticky notes in places. You know what I'm saying? Reminders. So when I wake up, I see it. Writing down. That's a form
Affirmations.
of
Because
affirmations.
dog, when I read Think and Grow Rich, like my brain like had a like an explosion. Like it just put so much things into perspective for me. And that's how I just like those were like some dope years. Like I said, I'm doing videos in Jamaica. I'm getting booked. Like shit was fire, bro. Like I'm
Yeah.
having the time of my life. I
Yeah.
started throwing parties. I never thought I would have been throwing parties, or even doing a show in Belize with an established artist.
Yeah, yeah,
You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and even up until this point now, like I film Drink Champs. Like it's still surreal sometimes that like,
I would have every week I see it's sometimes I forget. I be going through my Instagram and I be seeing this nigga with certain people and I be like, oh shit, like this nigga is standing next to Kanye, this nigga da da da, and then I be forgetting. So I be a fan, like I be forgetting like this my dog, but I'm still a fan. You know what I'm
no, I
saying?
appreciate this. It's all the
Like-
same thing
like-
when I hear a dope record from you. I'm like, damn, I know this guy in real life.
Right. That's real. That's real. Like, no, like I think I even remember saying, like, no, like I know him. I know the nigga who shoot for Drink Champs. No, you don't. Like, that's what you mean. Like,
Yeah, like,
that's
you
my
feel me?
dog. What you mean? You feel me? But no, that's
No, but like
that's
not
the
to
beauty.
cut you,
That's
but,
the
like,
beauty.
Even like with the whole podcast journey and working with Headliner, I met another, I could say like a good brother and like mentor too. Fly Guy,
Oh,
DJ.
okay, a fly guy. Yeah.
Dog, I learned a lot working with a Fly Guy because at one point I was doing like all of his content. So if he's booked at whatever party, I start going to Orlando a lot for what do they call it? The
Classic?
football- yeah, the classics.
The classic.
Because of him, he introduced me to some new people that I got like linked up with and worked with. And even at that time, me and him, we did maybe 10 episodes for his podcast. I don't know if he's gonna start it back up. But
I remember that.
We was
I
banging
remember.
them
I
out.
remember.
yo.
I remember
Like,
that. I remember that.
So, I had to give a shout out to my guy, A Fly Guy.
Facts.
Very crucial too.
Facts. Touch on that real quick on just how important it is to have a mentor.
Dude, it's very important in the sense of earlier in our careers when we didn't have one, a lot of pitfalls, a lot of playing with fire, so to speak. We played with and got burned. So now when you have a mentor, they already did it or they already know the right way to do it. So something was going to take you 2-3 years. Oh, you don't even have to waste that much time because they're going to show you and guide you the right way to do it. So now it's up to you if you want to be stubborn and hard-headed
Right.
and take the lessons that they're giving you, right?
Yeah.
So like you said, dog, it's just learning from every situation and just being a student. Because all these people, they have a story also, and they've been doing it longer than you. Because like with Fly Guy, bro, like Fly Guy, I think did a TV show. He won bread on it, like big TV shows, like did big shit. You feel me?
Yeah.
And he does whatchamacallit right now. Damn, that's horrible. I'm forgetting the name of the party. The R&B parties he does. The name will come to me, but people who are familiar with it, they know it. And he does like old school hip hop parties.
Yeah.
And even with working with Shaq, the other videographer, like tremendous help, crucial in my career, with just from how to film, how to edit, how to approach certain things. And it's cool to have that because, like I said, it's like a cheat code in real life. You don't have to keep messing up when you have someone who's guiding you and telling you the right way to go about doing it. And it opens so much doors
It
for you,
opens
man.
up a lot of doors. No,
Because
facts.
reputation and just credibility.
Yeah.
you know,
Yeah.
and who you're affiliated with.
Who you're affiliated. Listen, so I was I attended a private event for Rick Ross last night.
Dope.
Yeah, no, thank you. So I was able to attend at a private event through relationships, through you know what I'm saying, somebody seeing the work that I've been putting in, you know what I'm saying, and reaching out to me and another partner of mine, shout out to Flood the Block, and we was able to be in that room, but it was like, being in there and seeing, okay, other people got invited through other connects, and I knew it was all relationship. It was relationship.
Yeah.
It was relationship based. Like, okay, I have a big homie or a big sis, you know what I'm saying, that's in the industry, but that invited me in. And I feel like
And it shows you how much they trust you
It
to
should-
even invite you or let you know about it. Because
Right.
if they didn't think your work was subpar, like they wouldn't let you in.
yeah.
So that even makes you look better because they're like, yo, he's like 100, he's legit.
And Ross said it with his own mouth. He was like, yo, I forgot, it was like they had like a panel, and a woman asked him a question like, how can a boss like myself work with someone like you? And he said, well, first it starts with a great idea, but he said also, it takes someone that I trust and believe to vouch. You know what I'm saying? He was like, the reason he's here, and it was for Blanca. She has her own podcast called The Laws of Life. He connected with her because someone he loved and trusts vouched for her and said, yo, she's someone you need to meet and work with. And there he was. That's what led to him being in the room, being on that show, on that podcast, and giving that game to everybody else. So that's extremely important. Building those relationships, and then having someone, like you said, believe in you and believe in what you're doing, go now and vouch for you. You know what I'm saying? And that's how you climb the ladder, man. It's a big way of climbing the ladder, but like you said, like we said earlier, you have to be ready for them moments. You gotta really be putting in the work. So when them opportunities and them moments come, you take full advantage. You seize the
Yeah,
opportunity.
you shine and it propels you to the next one. Because even going back to M7 Studios and working with YD the Best, I did a bunch of content for YD the Best also, music videos, different just, I guess, lifestyle content. And then just knowing him, I worked with you remember retired football player Antonio Brown?
Yeah. Antonio
I did
Brown.
a bunch of content for him at that time.
Right.
period, too.
Because he was over there recording at that studio too.
His first project.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Man, that was legendary. That was
You get what I'm saying? So
yeah,
that's what I'm saying. Who
facts.
you knows, who vouches for you, and yeah, man, you just gotta like control what you can control, and just do good work. Always try to get better at what you're doing. Always learn. If new equipment is out there, you could get your hands on it, and just keep growing and just being positive and just enjoy the process and the journey of it, right? Because I'm speaking like this now because I have experience. So even when something's down, the experience that I have, I know it's not permanent. It's only temporary. Because up until prior to me going to Hawaii to knock out these videos over there, it was kind of slow. But I wasn't really tripping because I just know the game. Like, I've been in it so much now.
Right.
You know, like when you playing ball, you remember in the finals,
Yeah.
Knicks was down like 30, and
Yeah.
them boys wasn't even sweating.
It wasn't even sweating.
Like, you down 30 and you not panicking. Like,
Right,
what?
right,
And like, I just
right.
knew it,
Yeah,
right? So,
yeah.
boom, knocked out those videos over there in Hawaii. Then I forgot the homie's name. I got an artist that's coming in from New York on Sunday. I'm going to bang those out. Then I had went to New York prior. I linked up with these boys from Canada. Shout out to Hollywood Jam and Treasure. I did videos for them. Then I think I'm going to Canada next month to do some more videos.
Ooh, man, I'm
So-
trying to book them. I'm trying to see where I can fit in, boy.
Dog,
Damn.
so, you know, like, that's just
Damn.
the game. And, like, while I'm still doing music videos, which that's the first thing I love doing, I even got to work with this Jamaican comedian named Dale Elliott for his podcast. I shot and edited 2 episodes for him. One with this artist named Conscience. This a dancehall artist, and one with this other dancehall artist called Serrani. So shout out to Dale Elliott, you know, comedian. I think he's on tour now. Good dude. And yeah, dog, you just gotta, like you said, man, stay ready.
Gotta stay ready.
You gotta get ready. Just work.
Stay ready. Stay ready.
Be
stay
positive.
Ready. Stay
and what
ready.
you could control. Like being punctual, show up on time, make sure all your batteries charged, your memory cards formatted. You know what I'm saying? Because a lot of shit's gonna happen sometimes.
A lot of shit gonna happen, and you know the difference when you working with professionalism and non-professionals, or someone that's an expert or non-expert. And I wanted to touch on.
But we can't be tough on them because those are lessons you have to learn.
You got to be tough on them so they know the next time.
Meaning, because we can't expect them to be like already a veteran. Like,
no,
I got
absolutely.
to that point because I fucked up a lot myself.
Right. We all have.
So that's how I got better from learning from it.
And that's the thing, because we fucked up a lot ourselves. When we see someone else fumbling or could be fucking up, and you want to try to tell them like, hey. Like,
that's if they want to listen.
That's if they want to listen. A lot of motherfuckers don't want to listen nowadays.
But you gotta let them play with fire.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
It's unfortunate, but that's just life.
Yeah, no, I'm telling you.
Because I was one of those kids, right? Outside of just like say filming, I guess, or you could incorporate it with filming. If I see like my mom or dad whoop one of my siblings' ass, I'm not gonna do what they just did, because I seen you get your ass whooped, so I could learn from other people fucking up. But not a lot of people are like that.
Right.
And you just got to understand, too, it's just a human experience. Yeah. Everybody is going to process and internalize things differently. And I guess just because I'm older now, dog, and, like, I'm a dad. Like, I got a 3-year-old daughter.
Yeah, congratulations, by the way. Congratulations, by the way. You know what I'm saying?
I just know I, like, have more patience.
Yeah.
I just have more understanding, you know? Like, I'm just more humble with how I go about doing stuff. Like, I'm just more chill.
Yeah, right.
Like, I still have my urgency, and I know I got to get things done, but, like, simultaneously, I'm just more chill.
Hey, and you feel like that's been the biggest change, having a child? It's kind of
you just really locked in, and you prioritize your, what you have to do, what's really important. It's not that much leisurely time anymore, because as soon as my daughter was born, I stopped smoking. I'm like, I can't be spending all this bread on weed no more. Like, right. I gotta be, knowing what's going on in tune.
Yeah. No, facts. No, G shit. And I was gonna lead with that, like, you know what I'm saying? We gotta get into some of the bullshit a little bit. Like I said, you being a cameraman, you see so much. You have a wide lens. You see a lot of behind the scenes. You see a lot of the
so I guess what you're looking for, without saying any names, I have footage from different nightclubs with couples.
How does this nigga know what I'm asking every
not
time?
To be couples.
This nigga, throughout the whole interview, this man has been controlling the whole interview. Before I lead into my segue, he carries me into the segue. Before I can even get my full thought, he know what I want to ask.
Yeah, bro.
But how do you stay focused filming for these? You in the biggest strip clubs, you in the biggest parties, you film for the biggest.
Because
artists,
right, like you could say, I'm a veteran now, right? Like, so it's not like it's my rookie season anymore. Right. I don't get overly excited because now I see these people. I really see them just as humans. I don't look at them anymore as like yes, I respect their craft and their talent. They're phenomenal at what they do. They're the best at what they do. But I just see them as just being humans. So meaning, some people will come across a celeb, right? Oh, this celebrity is being a dickhead or whatever. But I also see, dog, like, if this the 200 person that's coming up to you, you're gonna be like, yo, I could breathe for a minute. Right. So just because you're that 200 person, that experience you have with them, you're like, this person's a dickhead or whatever. But you didn't see the other 199 that I did take a picture with and signed the autograph. They're humans. So I just realized that, they're people, they have regular emotions too. It's just that they're super dope at whatever it is that they do. But yeah, dog, I seen couples with other couples that's not supposed to be together.
Yeah.
I seen people doing drugs.
Yeah.
Well, strip clubs, I seen tons of fights. Regular clubs, I seen fights, bottles getting thrown. Yeah, you see all kind of stuff, man. You see all kind of shit.
Because there's been times where like I hit you and I know you or if I needed you, to do something, and you be like, yo, I'm going from this club and I'm gonna be at 24K till like 4 or 5 in the morning. You know what I'm saying? So like being in that nightlife, I know, you see some of the craziest things with celebs.
Oh, and even being that you brought that up, sorry. It's awesome, bro, to see the artist's journey. I seen Dolph and Dream before R.I.P. the Young Dolph
R.I.P. the Young
before
Dolph.
he really took off.
Yeah.
I seen Cardi B. I still remember the Bodak Yellow track.
Yeah.
Cause I used to see Cardi B in it's called Taboo now, but G5.
Oh, G5. Yeah.
She used to
yeah.
come in there with Migos. Migos wasn't as big as yet because you could tell based on how the crowd reacts and how much security they got. If
Right.
they just walking around, they're not as big yet, right? So when that Bodak came on, though, dog, and I seen like everybody put their phones down and they're dancing, I'm like, oh shit, she got one. And then boom, I seen Cardi career take off. I seen Moneybagg Yo went from just walking around in the club, no security, to next time he's there, oh shit, the whips pulling up, the entourage, jewelry change.
Right.
You feel me? So I seen like all that type of shit, dog.
Yeah.
I seen old school artists who people like took them for granted, and then they did an interview or their song got hot again. So dog, you see so much shit. And then we in Miami, dog.
We
So
in
you already
Miami.
know what we
So
seeing.
you gonna
We
see it
seeing all
all.
the scammers, all the dope boys
gonna
that
see
still
it all.
exist.
You gonna see it all.
Yeah, every fucking drama you
you-
could think of, like IG baddies. Yeah, dog.
All of it. And would you say that being in the midst of that and being older now, does that sharpen your discipline? You feel like?
Yeah, hell yeah. Because now, bro, if I was doing that at like 21 years old, I don't think I would have been right here right now. I'd have been wilding the fuck out. Because, bro, like I could really say this as someone who traveled the world. Maybe Brazil and like DR, but Miami has the most beautiful women in the world. Without a doubt, dog. Real shit. I'll see. Like, you get what I'm saying? We got the creme de la creme
The
here.
creme de la creme. But that's why I feel like, they got the saying, like, if you could make it in New York, you could make it anywhere. I feel like that way about Miami. I feel like if you could stay disciplined in Miami, you can be disciplined anywhere. You know what I'm saying? Because it's always something.
Especially if that's
to
your
do with it.
vice.
You feel me?
If you know what I mean? If
Especially if
Bobo
that's-
is your vice.
Listen, fum after fum after fum after fum. Mes amis. But so, and I want you to leave the audience with something like, what other, like, for artists, people coming up in, and not even just new artists, veteran artists, everybody. What are some of the key things that you see in people's career that you feel like, okay, this is what an artist should be doing. This is what they shouldn't be doing. Because like I said, you see a lot behind the camera, and you've seen people careers start here and go, or you've seen people careers even probably dip down. Like, what are
So if
what are
you're a
some of the
musical
big?
artist, stay making music.
Okay.
And just the way how this generation, like the I Show Speeds and the Kai Sanats, what I've taken away from that is that people want to be a part of the journey with you. They want to see every aspect of it. So if you're comfortable with doing that, show them the whole process if you could and you're able to do it. I mean, shit, everybody has a phone, so you are able to do it. Show from when you wake up, you argued with your girl, you went to the studio, you made a record about it. You arguing with the engineer, show them when you're messing up until the final product. So the main thing I'm getting at is just have continuous content, because it's so many platforms for you to put it on and showcase it. So you could put it on YouTube Shorts and it doesn't go crazy, but then it goes crazy on TikTok.
Right.
Or it goes crazy on IG. So the algorithms are different. And what I pay attention to, so like say for yourself, right? You have a new project coming up. So I'll say everything what I'm saying right now, do that. Video it with a videographer or your phone, the whole process of you doing it. Because I think you said you want to go to Atlanta to do it, right?
Yeah.
The whole process, meaning if you're driving, flying, show the whole thing.
Yeah.
Tap in with everybody right there.
Yeah.
Everybody who follows you, you should know their number and their name, because that's coming from Ryan Leslie's approach.
Yeah.
Nipsey
Yeah.
Hussle's approach.
Yeah. Yeah.
Tap in with them, because now once you have your core audience, you have a legit career, bro. Because even if you put your project out and say you're selling it for $1, $5, they're gonna buy it. Make them feel special for fucking with you. Tune into them. Make sure you're always feeding them.
Yeah.
Right? So just constant content, dog. Like, because even if you don't have the budget, like we were saying earlier, I think off mic, to do a full video, maybe you could just give them a minute, a vertical joint.
Yeah.
Do that. Be creative as possible. And all this is free.
Yeah.
Make sure you get you a little light. Your lighting is on point. And so boom, that's the creating the content portion of it, the visuals. The music is already done, right? So you did show them all that, making the project, right? So now tap into people like yourself who has podcasts. Knock out all that shit, promo. Or, you know, Jamaican people call it campaigning.
Yeah.
Hit up every spot. We said network. If you're an artist, you should know every DJ.
Yeah.
You should know every promoter.
And you think that, and that's still an art that artists need to, because I talk to artists, especially young
Flyers.
artists, they feel like that's dead or nah, because the internet,
never
they
know.
just right.
If you're planting the seed everywhere,
Yeah.
something is gonna blossom.
Yeah.
And it still work. Because if it worked before in the past, why is it not
Why
gonna
wouldn't
work
it
now?
work now?
Why
And
wouldn't it
and,
work?
and you could already see the pattern of things going back.
The baby, right? Me and you used to talk about South by Southwest. We never had a chance to actually, me and you go.
Right.
I came across the baby because he was out there wearing a diaper.
Wearing a diaper.
I'm not saying for everybody to go extreme, but
Right.
whatever it is,
But that's branding.
word of mouth.
Whatever your brand is, you gotta go all out.
But word of mouth, make it
Yeah.
popular.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Then the music and whatever controversy. But all I'm saying is just the way how the algorithm works. You're putting all this into the algorithm. Your name is popping up everywhere. It's gonna pick it up.
Yeah.
So now when you're dropping these visuals, be consistent, dog. Be
Yeah.
consistent with all your shit. Like, dog, Tory Lanez is locked up for what, 10 years? And he just dropped a phenomenal
He
project.
dropped a project. I gotta get
He
to
got
it.
nothing but niggas around him, dog.
Yeah.
And he's still motivated. Didn't he get
Yeah.
shanked?
Yeah,
They
yeah,
tried to
yeah.
murder him.
Yeah,
What's your
yeah.
excuse? You're
What's
in a
his-
free world.
Right.
What's your excuse?
That's
Why
facts.
even like Vibes Cartel prior to him getting released? His
dropped-
work ethic.
This
He was
man-
locked up for 13 years.
He dropped Summertime in jail.
No. Summertime had been came out.
You
like
sure?
20. Well, I mean, dog.
Yeah, you're right. You would know. You would know.
And that's even what's so full circle with that situation, bro.
Yeah.
Shout out to my homie in Jamaica, producer, host, engineer, everything artist, Super Hype. Super Hype gave me the link to get Cartel on Drink Champs. He gave me the link to get Beanie Man on Drink
Oh,
Champs.
you was the link to get him on. Yo, hey, listen, man. Hey, listen. And you know I gotta re-say this for the clip when we clip this. So my dog, Kareem, Foreign Flex was the link. You know what I'm saying? Again, relationships was the link that got the world boss himself on Drink Champs.
And that shit went like 1 million in like
That went
3 days or something.
crazy.
3 days, like it went 1 million views.
It went crazy. Congrats to you, man. For sure.
Oh. Buju Banton.
Buju
also.
Banton. Ooh, and that honestly, personally, that was one of my favorite episodes.
So what I be
That
saying,
was
right?
one of my
Anytime
favorite
you see Caribbean
episodes.
artists, dog, just know it's myself
Yeah.
and my other homie,
Yeah.
Rasta Kev.
That's my nigga.
Pushing it.
That's my nigga. That's my dog. You
Yeah,
feel
man,
me?
So just stay consistent, man. New artist, videographer. Just get better at your craft. Keep working. Yeah, man. Just don't stop.
Yeah, man.
Because
Don't
if you
stop.
love it, you won't stop doing it.
That's a fact. Man, my brother, I'm honored. You know what I'm saying? I
big up to you. Congrats.
I love being inspired by people that I personally know. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, my friends are legends. You know what I mean? Like, and these is, you know, niggas that I really came up with, you know, and we came up together and continue to push each other. And I'm so proud of everything you've done.
Likewise, man.
Yeah, man.
Episode number 20.
Yes,
Hell yeah.
episode 20.
know,
We had
working.
to bring episode 20 in a big way, man. Anything you got? I know you named a few things coming up. You want to leave the audience with? Drop your info, where to find you, and what you got coming up.
Foreign Flex TV on all platforms, dog. Subscribe to my YouTube. Follow me on IG, TikTok. Any artists that want to work, whichever capacity. If you're a promoter, you got a party, you want me to cover it, hit me up. You got podcast ideas, hit me up. You want to do music videos, hit me up. Just tap in, man. We working.
We working. I definitely got some new ideas and new things that I want to do that, definitely want to work on with you. So I can't wait to get started with that. Still got visuals that I'm shooting for the mixtape. You feel me? So like, man, put in that work, y'all. Put in that work. Build the right relationships. Don't burn bridges. And
if you did burn bridges, learn from it and
learn.
don't do it again.
That's a fact. That's a fact. That is a fact. Keep your face and your name clean out here. You know what I'm saying? Again, man, y'all already know, man. I'm Alcy GTW. GTW stand for Go to Work because we putting in that work. And this is the Work in Progress podcast. You see how we keeping the brand all together. You feel me? Yes, sir, man. This was episode 20. And I see y'all next week. Peace. Peace.
Say no more.